It's early April 2026, and I've decided that this is going to be fuel injection month here at Mercedessource. I think what prompted this was this car behind me. It's a 280 SE Euro with the M110 engine. And doing a fuel system pressure test on an M110 engine creates a number of different problems. Number one, where the warm-up regulator is located, and number two, the fittings that are required to adapt the tester to that particular engine. Now with the V8 M116 and M117 engines, they're all fairly straightforward. And during this whole process, I came up with a couple unique new features, which I think you're going to like. So what this is going to require me to do is revamp all my kits related to fuel injection pressure testing, from K-Jetronic to KE-Jetronic to LH-Jetronic and so on. I'm not going to be able to show you all these revisions today, but I do want to show you three things that will really make it easier for you to do a full, I'm talking about a full fuel flow and fuel pressure test on your old Mercedes fuel injected engines. The first thing I want to show you is this new hose that I'm going to be including in my kits, which will allow you to do a fuel flow test. And this connects to the outflow on the fuel distributor. You might be thinking, well, what's the big deal? It's just a hose with a fitting. Well, try to find this fitting. It's a very specialized fitting in metric that fits on the Bosch fuel distributors. It's always been so frustrating trying to unhook the original hoses, trying to get some bottle in there because you're supposed to run the engine for 30 seconds to see if it produces a liter of flow. And this you can hook up to the fuel distributor and put right into a bottle. I think it's a much safer way to do the fuel flow test. And then I want to emphasize, somebody say, well, I've never heard of this fuel flow test. This is the most important test you need to do, and you need to do it before you do any pressure tests, because if you're not getting full flow through the system, then your other readings could be off. Now you say, well, Ken, I got good pressure. Well, remember, pressure isn't flow. You could have a restricted filter, and once the fuel builds pressure, you'll have full pressure, but when you're going fast down the road, you don't have the flow. So this is very important. I'm going to emphasize this in my new kits. You start out by doing a fuel flow test first, okay? And then the other thing is, we were working on that M110 engine, is I said, I got to find a way to heat up these warm-up regulators without having to run the engine. Remember, the heat to the warm-up regulator only happens when the engine's running. Not when the key's on, but the engine has to be running. So it means you have to run the engine to get the heat built up in the warm-up regulator to do a hot control pressure test. Well, I don't like running the engine when I'm doing my tests, so I've worked on a way to do a full test on the K-Jetronic without ever starting the engine. So it's going to require this jumper, which plugs in. You can see it plugs in right on top the warm-up regulator, and then these leads are long enough to go to the battery, except in the 107. And then you're going to have to go over to the bus that's located by where a battery normally is. But you hook this to direct power source, 12 volts, and this will allow you to heat up the warm-up regulator and test it without ever having to start the engine. And then the other thing is, I'm going to provide switch jumper leads. That's right, not just a jumper to jump over your fuel pump relay, but I'm going to provide a switch jumper lead setup. Now on the KE-Jetronic, because of the location of some of these, particularly in the 560 SL, under the dash, almost impossible to get to, I'm going to supply the KE-Jetronic tester with this long lead that can go all the way back and power both pumps from the battery. Now for your other vehicles that have the relay up along the firewall, I'll provide this switch jumper so you can jump across and run the pump without starting the engine. Isn't that cool? If you're working on a 450 SL or a 380 SL, the relay is behind the glove box, up forward there by the firewall. See where I've got it plugged in? And you can see the lead coming out of the glove box, going up around, and I bring it all the way around to the engine compartment, which allows you to run the pump without the engine running. I finally came up with this idea to switch all these, so I don't have to be unplugging and plugging the jumper while doing the fuel pressure tests. Along with these new features, I'm also revising the instructions. They'll be more thorough, so stay tuned. All this is coming in the month of April.